Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. This is not my original. This is not my. Let me see here. My original show today, and I just wanted to actually talk about the. Because my show is like Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, but I just wanted to come on today, and let you know that Paul Coogan had the homeless removed from the state property, and again, this is what I was actually. It's breaking news that the homeless just got removed from their from where they were staying. So I just wanted to actually bring you that news today because I remember when one of the homeless came up to me and they actually said that Mayor Paul Coogan went down there and threatened one of the homeless down there, and and told them if they don't move, he's going to send he's going to go down there with the state police and the Fall River police and have them removed. And now, I mean, why is he removing them from that spot? Okay, I mean, these people don't have no place to go. Okay, none of them. Okay, and these are our people that don't have any place to go whatsoever. And one of the homeless I had mentioned to you the last time talked to me about this. They said, we're not bothering anybody. We're not bothering traffic. We're not bothering nobody. I mean, this is our home and our little community right over there. And now Mayor Paul Coogan is kicked them out of there. Now where are they gonna go? I mean, they're gonna probably locate somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look at it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he keeps doing this. You know what I'm saying? And and we have to get this guy out of office. He has to leave office. Mayor Paul Coogan's got to go. Okay? Because he goes down there, he threatens the homeless people instead of helping them. Okay? What is wrong with this guy? Okay? What is wrong with him? Okay? Doesn't he know how to run run a mayor's office? I don't think so. Okay, I mean, like I said, he runs the mayor's office just like if he was back in Durfee High School, like a principal, telling people what to do. I mean, you don't go around threatening people. Okay, you don't do that. Okay, especially a mayor from office. See, he done it again. He went down there. He threatened the homeless, and that if they don't move, he's going to have the police and state police remove them. Okay, that's not fair. Okay, it's not fair at all. Okay, I mean, Mayor Paul Coogan cannot, help. I mean, yeah, Mayor Paul Coogan. I mean, instead of helping them, finding them housing and getting them the help that they need. Okay. I mean, okay, stay where you are. I'm gonna help you out and everything. Okay, no, but he had them removed from the property over there near the bridge. Okay, and and now these people, okay, I mean, now they have to find another location where to go and stay. Okay, these people need places to go. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan shut down the homeless center. Okay, where they go and take a shower, wash clothes, and get the help that they need, the mental help that they need. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Why is he doing this? Okay, what is he trying to prove? Okay, instead of helping them. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan needs to go, man. I mean, he needs to resign from office because he's not helping the homeless people out there. Okay, he's not. Okay. So he's not helping them. Okay, he's doing actually the same thing like he normally did when on Plymouth Avenue how he threatened the homeless lady. You know what I'm saying? With her kid, just because she was asking for money and stuff and something to eat instead of helping her. Okay, he needs to go. Okay, he needs to go. Okay, he can't be doing this. Okay, to people. Okay, if he can't help it, if he cannot help out the homeless people, then he does not deserve, okay, to be mayor of the city of Fall River. Okay, he don't deserve it. Okay, now this is getting ridiculous. Okay, I mean, Maura Healey's helping us out. Okay, get money for shelter. Okay, I can go back on that story in a little bit of next week. If yeah, so a little bit of next week, Tuesday, I can go a little bit with that. So I mean, this is like pretty sad. Okay, this is nuts. Okay, it is. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan goes over there and threatens the homeless people. Come on, man. Why are you doing that for, man? Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. What kind of government, what kind of city government do we have? Okay? And again, I spoke to Michelle Dion, City Council Michelle Dion, earlier the other day, and she said, Dave, she said, I'm gonna tell you, it's a total disaster and a mess down there. I said, yeah, and I said, and she says, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Joe Camara running the city council down there like a daycare center. You have, Mayor Paul Coogan spending wasteful spending all kinds of money, and I mean and our roads are still deteriorating outside, and nothing is getting done. So he has to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no way I'm going to be voting for him. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. No, because him too. I mean, he's supposed to be helping the people. Okay, he's supposed to be helping the homeless, finding them homes, helping them out, getting them jobs and everything. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I also mentioned to to Michelle Dion, even Michelle Dion agreed with me about having a mill and renovate it for the homeless people. Okay, so that way they would have a place to go. This is nonsense, man. This is like total ridiculous. With him. You know what I'm saying? Around 400 immigrants found in a abandoned bus heading for the U.S. Wow. Yeah, so look at that, huh? Yeah, well, you still got more coming over here. The borders are not even shut. I mean, this is like total nonsense and ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So every mass city, towns awarded money to upgrade her. How much your community is getting? Yeah, how much my community is getting? Yeah, okay, Maura Healey. I mean, you're just a jackass. You're just you're way back. Okay, I mean you're supporting the immigrants. You're not helping out our people, and something. And this is not right. Okay, you're helping. Okay, you're helping immigrants out, but you're not helping the homeless people out first. You're supposed to help our people out first, and they come last. Okay, they come last, and we're gonna keep fighting for this. Okay, because look at this, man. Around 400 immigrants was found in an abandoned bus heading for the U.S. Holy mackerel! Abandoned bus heading for the U.S. 400 of them. Damn, that's a lot. Can Massachusetts police research your phone during a traffic stop? Here, what does the law say? Well, that may be the law. They can search your phone number, and they can they can search your phone number. Most dangerous cities in Massachusetts in 2024: small towns with big risk reveals. Okay, yeah, well, that's Massachusetts. Okay, it says it right here. Semi falls over the side of a bridge. A video shows. Yeah. Bishop and Fall River Diocese announced 6 reassignments involving Bristol County, Cape Cod, and Rhode Island. Awesome. Wow. Fall River puts out requests for proposals to the city's options response. Yeah. Common windows issued with fall mass inspection tests. Wow. Great. Awesome. What is the average of Social Security payments age 62, 66, and 71? How does your check stack up? Oh, yeah. Well, 62 could be the retirement, 66 and 71. Wow. He asked me be his able witness and testify to drug being before Rock Street murder. Wow. Damn. Crazy. Interested in connections in between. So, Amazon straining Fall River commercial is for the birds. Yeah. Truck drivers provided water and thirsty commercials in Middle Street desert. Oh, middle of the desert. Fall River man convicted of robbing teenager at knife point. Hey, here we go. See that? Wow, everything's in the news. Look at that, huh? State active emergency incident common systems. Stored and hospitals and financial trouble. Yeah. Well, what is it? So you can send your spouse to jail for cheating in Massachusetts. You know something? That is the law now. That is the law. You know something? If I would have known this about a long time ago, you can send your wife to jail now for cheating on you. Okay? You can. It's the law. The law requires it now. So if your wife is cheating on you, it says it right here. Dang. Woo, man. You can send your spouse to jail for cheating in Massachusetts. As you know, cheating is the worst thing you can ever do in a marriage. Without a double, there at last one person we know who has done it. According to a woman there in Massachusetts, is one of the 16 states that has laws that forbidding adultery during a marriage, also known as sexual intercourse with someone other than their significant other. Sigily, there hasn't been any adultery cases in Mass, but since the 1983, most couples nowadays just choose the easy way out by signing a divorce papers and calling it a day. But while we don't realize here much on the news about someone getting jail time for cheating, a judge can still legally throw the book at you if you are deciding to do so. So the week mentions that is a felony in Massachusetts. Cheating on your wife is a felony in Massachusetts. You can throw your wife in jail for that. Okay? If your wife cheats on you in Massachusetts, you can have her locked up in jail. And you know something? I'm reading it right now. It's a felony in Massachusetts. Guaranteed. And that, wow, I should have known this a long time ago. It could land you in prison for up to 3 years if you're convicted. Other states like Idaho, Michigan, Oklahoma, and Wisconsin is also a felony. Even if it's only a misdemeanor, it's another state's penalties could still include 3 months in jail plus a fine. State like New York is trying to get that law off their books to make it perfectly legal to cheat on your marriage spouse. So if a New York resident wants to sleep around in the city that's never slept, they would be free to do so. But below is a list of all states where it's legal to cheat on your spouse. But according to a Woman Day, Arizona and Florida and Kansas and Illinois, Massachusetts, Oklahoma, Idaho, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Utah, New York, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, strongly enough while it is still legal in the state. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, you can. I mean, if you want, if your spouse is cheating on you, you can actually throw her in jail for doing so. Of course, it is. I mean, say you say, hey, honey, who's that guy that you were with? You know what I'm saying? Well, and she says, no, he's a friend. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're catching her, cheating on you, right? And kissing him, and sleeping with him, and you can jail your wife for that in Massachusetts. It is. You can. It's a thing in Massachusetts. Oh my God, yeah, you can. It's a thing in Massachusetts. State like New York is trying to get rid of it, but I mean, so apparently New York still has it. Okay, Massachusetts, Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, all these states. I mean, you cheat on your wife in Massachusetts, you can go to jail, and it's a felony. It's a felony. It's a felony in Massachusetts. Oh man, if I would have known one time, I probably would have thrown my ex in jail for cheating. But I won't get involved with that. So I mean, that's it. You can actually do that. I saw this and I was like, oh my God, damn. I mean, I heard it before. I did. I've heard this before, but you can throw your wife in jail, and it's a felony. Misdemeanor felony. I mean, she'll still have a record, but she'll still have a record for cheating on her spouse, her husband, and everything. Okay. Kansas Governor Sarah Sanders signed an executive order to respond to Biden's title IX change. IX change, Biden. Oh my God. St. Anne's Hospital receives accolade that just 15 out of $3,000 plus hospital has achieved. Wow, wonderful, great. Fire Representative Laura Roberts was boomed and yelled at as she spoke outside of the encampment at the GW. Police presence at Rhode Island Hospital. I wonder why. 400,000 immigrants flowed in the U.S. under Biden's patrol program, like staying here. However, experts, he's a moron, Biden. Immigrants receiving assistance to get jobs in Massachusetts. So what about our people? Okay, what about our people? Okay, what about our people? Okay, our people. Okay. Get jobs in Massachusetts. What about our people? You know what I'm saying? Our people need to work too. You know what I'm saying? What about the homeless people that need assistance from us too? I mean, you're going to continue on helping immigrants that's receiving assistance and getting jobs in Massachusetts. So give them assistance, but get them jobs in Massachusetts without having a green card, right? So without having a green card, so get them assistance without green cards. So not true, but anymore, but not true, but anymore. It's in Massachusetts, next to Massachusetts. Okay, well I should just Linda, why don't you just send me that in a private message, and I'll open it up and open it up. I'll open it up. Okay. Adultery, a crime in Massachusetts, no to the old laws, but that made adultery a crime in Massachusetts repealed in 2018. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, honey, for sending that. Because I was actually looking at private message. What? All right. No, all right, never mind. You just sent it to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I just read it. So adultery, a crime in Massachusetts, is no the old laws that made adultery a crime in Massachusetts was repealed in 2018. All right, so that was repealed in 2018. I didn't know that. So okay, all right. So my wife sent me something, and yes, that was repealed in 2018. So I don't even. That's on the old books, I think. Yeah. So I'll have to look that up and check it out. Yeah, because I mean, mass deportations and detentions camps, troops on the street, Trump's peeled out immigrant plan. Yeah, well, I mean, if we would have actually put this wall up, we wouldn't even have this problem. Okay, this problem wouldn't even exist. With these immigrants coming over the border and getting assistance. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have immigrant families, okay, but they came over here on a green card, okay. None of my family jumped the border, okay. So what makes them any different than what makes them any different than somebody else's family that came over here on a green card? So what makes them so special, okay? What I don't understand it. What makes them so special? Okay, that they can come jumping over here on the border, okay, and not and get all these assistance, okay, all these like food stamps or any kind of assistance that they want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so what makes them so special? I mean, I don't get it and I don't understand it. So I wish somebody would come in. I wish somebody would enlighten me and let me know why are they so special. Okay, come on, Prince Henry, and Meghan Marcus, and reportedly disagree on whether they children should be in the public eye. Well, I mean, that's up to Prince Henry, and if they want their child to be in the public eye. Fall River, New Bedford, Providence man arrested in Massachusetts State Police after a vehicle stolen in pursuit in Massachusetts. Wow. Great. Yeah. Wow. I mean, this is a kind of society that we live in. Okay. It's. I thought you said you are an ancestry where and I didn't know America Indians need a green card. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yes, I am a American Indian, but my tribe, my tribe, Minnesota ice cream parlor. I'll get to that in a minute, Scott. Minnesota ice cream parlor worker is fired after accepting a $100 tip from customer because they couldn't have it. Whoa, man! Damn, that's ridiculous, man. They couldn't have a $100 tip like this. Are you serious? I mean, doesn't people get tips? I mean, you get fired over getting a $100 tip. Dang, ugh, people, man. Brandon Delago with 36 priors arrests in Fall River for cocaine trafficking and firearm charges. Wonderful. That's no bad thing. Mass Governor Healy, hero bill for vets, clearing key committee. Well, you know what? I mean, she needs to leave office too, because she's not looking out for the homeless people on the opposite side of the coin over here. So of course she's a Democrat. She's Democratic, so she's not going to help. She's not going to help the our people, the American people over here. She's going to focus on immigration, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. Yeah. So Stormy Daniels' lawyer claims that actress and title affair Daniel is technically true because it wasn't romantic. I love that one. Oh God. Trial begins with murder of 54-year-old Fall River convenience store owner and El Mashset. Yeah. That's crazy. Governor Healy ordered a flag at half-staff on Monday, 5 to our fallen firefighters. Well, what about the what about half-mast? Well, you know why they're putting these flags half-mast? Because this fallen firefighters, yes, you know what I'm saying. But if she can do that, if she can do that, okay, if she can do that, she can help the homeless people over here getting kicked out of the camps over here and everything else for no reason. Well, I mean, I don't blame the Republicans for not helping. I mean, you know, I don't blame the Republicans for not helping. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame them at all. Okay, I don't really. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, but she's over there deciding, and can still continuing on helping out the immigrants, and you know, and not helping out the people, our people here that really need the help over here. So I mean, nobody's pushing for that. For that excitement. So I mean, I get it, understand, but I mean they can come last. But I mean, what about helping the homeless over here? Our people need help over here. I don't care about them. Okay, really. I mean, they're not really our problem. Okay, they're really not our problem. They're Joe's problem, not my problem. Okay. They're not our problem. They're Joe's problem. Now, let Joe take them into his house in Washington and put them around in his backyard and everything else and stuff. Why should we spend trillions of dollars to try to find funding for them and trying to house them when we got our own people to house? For real. State Senator Bill raises concerns about the funding of immigrants' housing. Oh, you okay? He's raising another a kiss on the cheek over here. This guy, okay? He raises concerns. Well, if you're raising concerns about immigrants, then why don't you take them in your house and leave them there, and help our people over here? Our people need help over here. Okay, you know, we've been fighting for this for a very long time, even before this immigration status came out, okay? Before even they came over the border, we've been arguing with the government to help take care of the problem over here. Mayor Paul Coogan threatens our homeless people over here. He does? Are you serious? Yeah, you threaten our homeless people over here, okay? And it's not right. You know, I mean, you know, and he kicked out and and he kicked out our people out of out of that campsite, and now they don't have nowhere else to go. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan. I really tell you one thing. I cannot stand him. Okay, I can't. Okay, you know what? He says he's out there for helping people, helping children that are homeless too, with mothers and everything. He says he's all for that. Now, you know something? He hasn't even proved not one thing about being truthful about anything while he was in office. Okay, and not truthful, not one thing he was in office. Okay, so he's actually really getting pissing off the citizens and the people of Fall River. That's what he's doing. And he wants to cut funding, police department, and fire. I heard it offer Michelle Dion, city councilor herself. I heard it. Okay? He wants to cut police and fire. What else is this guy going to do? Okay? But how else is he going to... I am fired up. Because the reason why? Because this guy, the people voted. Okay? They voted for this guy to go back in office. Okay? They voted. Okay? These people voted for the same people all the time. How else are you going to get the same? What do you expect? Are you going to get the same results? Different results? No. You are going to get the same results. And that's what you're going to get. Okay? So you're going to get the same results and the same baloney, okay, that we're going through now here in Massachusetts with our infrastructure being disintegrated, okay, and and it's being disintegrated and it's going away. It's totally ridiculous. Okay, Republicans, Democrats, and all. Get these. These people should be honestly. These people should be going through red tape. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. These people got to go through red tape. Okay, go through red tape. I come from a family of immigrants. Okay. These people, my family went through red tape to get over here. Okay, my grandmother, my grandfather, okay, I never known. He and the rest of my family, okay, they got green cards. Okay, they got green cards. They went through red tape to get that. Okay, the green cards. Okay, and and it's not fair. Okay, it's not fair. It's not fair at all that they have to come over here. You jump the bloody border, come over here over the border, okay, and come over here for free, get welfare, get food stamps, get all kinds of things for nothing and everything else. How they say it? Okay, so you know what? The free stuff has to stop, okay? It has to stop. Free stuff, no more free stuff, okay? Coming over here, freebies, coming over here, hey, let's come over here. Let's get food stamps and get on welfare. Hey, we don't have to work. Of course not. Well, you still have, I think, 400, but I think 400,000 of them, and Logan Airport still sleeping over there. Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, sure. Russian troops are entering the base of housing U.S. military in Niagara. U.S. officials saying this. Yeah. So 6 states of people are moving to lower rent. You know why people are moving out? People are moving far away so that way they can get lower rent. Too expensive in Massachusetts. Too expensive in Michigan. Okay, it is. It's way too expensive. But yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, but I got a little bit fired up there a little bit. But you know something? I'm trying to get my point across. Okay, I'm trying to get my point across, and and trying to make things to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Options. If Trump wins, I might leave America for good. Nah, if Trump wins, everybody's gonna stay here, guaranteed. Man shot in the face in Pawtucket. See, again, you know what I'm saying? With all this stuff going on here in Massachusetts, okay, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, okay, shootings everywhere, New Bedford, Fall River, and everywhere. How are you? How are you safe? How are you safe? You're not, okay. How are you safe? Okay, people say, "Oh, I'm safe." Yeah, are you? No, you're not. Okay, no, you're not. So I mean, it is. Well, my grandmother had told me. Okay, my ancestors, my grandmother told me. I don't know. She didn't tell me the year, but they did came over here, and they went through all. My grandmother, only my grandmother told me that they came over here. Uh, um, Jeez, I was when I got old, I was only I wasn't even born yet when when I got older, when I well, yeah, when I got older, I my grandmother sat down with me and she told me about it, and that they went through all kinds of red tape, just to get over here, get a green card, just to come over here. I mean, and then when they came over here, they became American citizens after. So my grandmother showed me some paperwork back then. So I mean, my grandmother's dead now, so and I can't speak to her anymore. So I mean, I'm just trying to make a point here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a point how things are. You know what I'm saying? How they should be. Okay? Even with voting, they should have voting ID. Show your ID, show where you live and everything, so they can look up your address. They can look up your name that way too as well. You can't. I could now. I mean, I could walk into any voting booth, okay, and say, hey, you know what? Hey, my name is so and so. I live at this address. They're gonna give it to me, and I'm gonna vote, and that's it. And the other person gonna come in and say, hey, my name is so and so. I'm here to vote. They're gonna say you already voted already. Okay, that's why we need voter ID. Voter ID is one of the best things you can have, and that is still a thing today. And having voter ID. It's still a thing today. I don't know why, but I mean, it makes it easier and safer that way. You know what I'm saying, to have voter ID. You know what I'm saying? I'm intended to argue the point. You know what I'm saying? So when I start arguing the point, I will win, and I will succeed. So I mean, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop until I get what I want. Okay. So, but again, Mayor Paul Coogan threatened a homeless person. They told me, they told me all the time, and now he got them all kicked out of the camp and everything. Come on, man. Why go when you know that these people don't have a place to stay, and you're kicking these people out and threatening them? Are you serious, man? It's him. You know what I'm saying? It's Mayor Paul Coogan doing this. Okay, it's not Michelle Dion, because Michelle Dion, we had conversations about all the time when we see each other. And that's like when I saw her at the Primacare. She told me, she says, "What a disaster down there." I said, I get it. Okay, it's a disaster down there. Joe Camara is running the city council like a daycare center. Sean Kadeem crying like a little baby. Wah. Who else over there? And a bunch of other city councilors. Oh, I want market rate housing. Yo, well, you want market rate housing? No, you don't. I mean, market rate housing ain't gonna solve anybody's problems. Okay, any problem at all. Market rate housing. Okay, Ken Fiola apologizing to his investors and saying, "Hey, I'm sorry," instead of apologizing to us. You know what? Ken Fiola is a freaking idiot. Okay, he needs to be bought out of the RNC. Okay, he needs to be he needs to resign too, because all he does is take is rob people's taxpayers' money and everything too. Okay, seriously, you know. And matter of fact, I just emailed Carol Fiola the other day, and to talk about the homeless problem and the homeless center and everything. Okay, we need to open up that homeless center again. Mayor Paul Coogan shut it down. We need to open up again. That guy has to leave office. He has to go. Nobody likes him at all. Nobody. Okay, nobody. Okay, you know, it's sad. Okay, they talked about Jazel Correa. He talked about Jazel. He's doing just as bad, worse as bad as he is. Okay, at least Jazel got rid of the purple bags and stuff. At least Jazel took care of the city, even though that he stole and robbed and stuff. Okay, you know what? You know something? I wish Jazel came back and ran against him again. Okay, and I'll bet you any money, Mayor Paul Coogan will lose against Jazel Correa. I'll put a bet on that. Okay. I put my coffee money on that. Okay, that he would. Okay, you know something? Because of what Mayor Paul Coogan's doing. Okay, you know what? Don't throw cheese at a rat, and when you're doing the same thing. Okay, all right, don't. Okay, don't throw cheese at a rat when Mayor Paul Coogan. Don't throw cheese at a rat when you're doing the same thing. Okay, you're doing the same thing to other people and stuff. Okay, don't throw cheese at a rat, because you know what? The rat's gonna spit it right back in your face. Okay, because you know you're a no good mayor. Okay, you're a bad mayor. That's what you are, a bad one. Okay, you spend our money. Okay, you spend our money. You take all our money. You spend it. Okay, you're a bad mayor. Okay, that's what you are, a bad mayor. Okay, we don't like you. Okay, you know, we want you to resign. That's what you're gonna do. And one day, I might just hold a rally outside of the government center or outside anywhere in Fall River and demand that you resign from office. Okay, all right. Nobody likes you. Okay, at all. And I'm going to tell you that because I'm not afraid to say it. Because you spend our money, you do things, retirement money, people's retirement funds and stuff, and you want to lay off fire and police and everything. Come on, man. You don't think I hear these things out there? You don't think the public comes up to me and tells me that these things? Come on now. Seriously? Really? Yeah. Mr. Mayor, you're a joke, okay? You are a joke and a half, okay? All right. You promise all these things, and then as soon as you become mayor of the city of Fall River, you give it to us like that. Okay. Well, hey, these are the suckers. Don't vote for me. And you know something? I did vote for you. I did trust you, okay? I did trust you to be in office and handle the situations that Jazel Correa couldn't handle. Okay, no, it's wrong. Okay, it's wrong. Okay, this is our tax money. Okay, you wasted the people's tax money, their hard-working tax money, and what about your secretaries and the people that work under you and the city hall and everything, right? What about them? Okay, what about them? Okay, well. You gave them raises at one point, okay, for the first time. Yeah, I don't even know whatever happened to the charter. Scott, honestly, you're going to have to talk to them about the charter. I mean, I like to know what happened to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I do. I like to know what happened to the charter because, I mean, I haven't heard. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Well, I'm always advocating for I'm not a city councilor, and I'm always advocating for for the homeless all the time. I advocate for a couple of things. Okay, I advocate for a couple of things. I always advocate for the homeless all the time. I've been advocating for the homeless since I was wow, geez, I've been advocating for the homeless. Geez, since I ran for city council. Okay, I've been advocating for the homeless. Okay, I have. Okay, and you know something, and if I was the city council, believe me, I would actually help them, and I would actually help them get the help that they need, the mental health that they need, and try to get one of those mills, so that way I can make a homeless shelter out of there for them, so they can have the assistance and the mental health counseling and a place to live. I would actually help them. Okay, I would, and I'm speaking as a former homeless person myself. Okay. If you were mayor, how would you deal with this homeless crisis, and what kind of funding? Well, let's put it this way. I would purchase. I'm going to tell you this, James. I'm going to tell you this. I would purchase a mill, okay, a empty mill, okay, and I would renovate it, and I would put beds, and hire staff, and provide them with meals, and bring some social workers and counseling in there, and some psychiatrists, so that way they can get the help that they need, and yes, and I honestly, I would not apply for a loan. I would find a way of getting it. I would actually find a way of getting it. I probably would go to an investor and see if they could help us. You know what I'm saying? To do so. Because if you apply for grants, okay, you only have to pay the grants back, okay, and paying the grants back would be a lot of it's a lot of hassle. So I would try to get a private investor to buy I'll purchase the mill, okay, but I would ask the investor to if he wants to like go halves with it. If not, I would, if he said no, then I would find another way. So I would find another way. But but I would not put as mayor of the city of Fall River, I would not put any burden on any burdens on the taxpayers. I will not do it. I will not. So private investor, yes, would make a profit. Yeah. So private investor would make a profit out of it. Okay. But I would purchase it, and private investor would make a profit out of it. So that way, the homeless people would have a place to go sleep and take and speak to counselors, mental health, and everything, professionals, and all. So that's how I would have done it. Okay, and so but don't ask me to run for mayor because I won't. So so that's how I would have done it. Okay, but that would be me. And probably I would actually also use some of my money, because I know a mayor makes a lot. A mayor makes a great salary, so a mayor would make it. Yeah, thanks Scott for the kind words. Thank God. Yeah. So you rather have Mayor Paul Coogan in there, okay? So see, this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about, okay? But anyways, it's not right, okay? But this is why I will not run for city council or mayor, in the city of Fall River because of people like this. Okay, So, um, so Scott, I know that you ran for city council once, and how come you didn't make it? Well, what was the problem? How come you didn't try again? Okay, well, you failed, so you failed as well. So don't talk. So, but Mayor Paul Coogan, goes all down there and threatens the homeless. Yeah, sure. Who does that? You know what I'm saying, who does it? So who does that? Okay, and 2000 buffet is closing. I don't know when. Somebody, I saw that. I did see that. So yes, I did see that. Honestly, no. I'm just saying that I saw that somebody sent that. Yeah, uh, buffet 2000. Somebody sent that to me saying that said that that the buffet 2000 is closing. Who sent that to me? Let me see. Yeah, well, yeah, all right. But just saying that it's not right though. You know what I'm saying? Why ain't they taking care of and why ain't they taking care of our people? You know what I'm saying? Our people should come first, and we argued the point. Okay, and we had a perfect argument that we should be using some of the mills to for the homeless. All right, there's several floors. I've been saying that for a lot. I've been saying that for a long time. So basically, but I'm just trying to get by some things. Today's not my show day, but I wanted to come on and let you know what was happening with the homeless. So yeah, so I was just Irish people. Okay, and I don't know if we'll always see we would see a another restaurant here again. So I don't know, but there's a lot. I mean, going on, and I feel that our city, where we live, is going down the tubes. You know what I'm saying, that's what I feel, and sometimes I think, you know, I fight too much, with trying to get things done, and trying to hold politicians accountable for their actions. You know what I'm saying? Because they need to. You know what I'm saying? They need, and Spindle City Straight Talk with C.J. Ferry and Chip. And I totally agree with them. You know what I'm saying? We have to stay angry and hold our politicians accountable on the stuff that they say that they're going to do, and they don't do them. They promise they're going to do this, and they break their promise. Okay, and this is how politicians work. Okay, and I've been around politicians for a very long time, since I was 10 years old. Okay, I've been around politicians. Okay, I've been around Senator McCain. I've been around Senator McCain. I've been around Bernie Sanders, and I don't, I've been around most of the House representatives in Congress and everything, and because my dad showed me these people. You know what I'm saying, probably and who else? He just retired. He just retired recently. He did. He just retired recently. and I don't. Uh, yeah, he just retired recently. I forgot his name now. His name hasn't been mentioned for a very long time, so that's how that goes. When he was a senator for a very long time, so so it goes to show you, my father introduced me to all these people, okay, and from the state house to D.C. and that's how holding signs for Leo Pelletier. That's how I got really. Oh, Mitt Romney. Thank you, Scott. So Mitt Romney, I met Mitt Romney, because I met him with my dad at DC. Actually, not DC. What was it? It was some here in Fall River. Actually, he was down here. So and I shook his hand, and at that point, you know what I'm saying, and then ever since then, when they introduced the recycling, then that's when I went to BCC, and I was in a class for a little while at BCC, and we started writing they read letters to the senators, Republicans, and we started writing letters to them and told them, hey, look, hey, we need the money. I support the recycling, uh, and I also met DeBall Patrick too. At some point, yes, I did. I met DeBall Patrick too. So DeBall Patrick was came down at the old Cherry and Webb one day, and we had some conversations going about what was going to happen. He was the first one that came up with the money for the train. He was the first one that did. Okay, came up with that money with the train, because I remember now he did, and he said, well, because before I became a Republican, I was a Democrat at one point, and I actually supported that train. But I opted out of being the Democrat because of all the stuff that's going on. So that's why I changed parties. That's why I became a Republican instead, Republican. So and because of all the things, that was actually. I thought you were on. Uh, well, actually, DeVal Patrick asked me one time if he wanted me. He had a position at one point. He wanted me on his transportation committee, and so I turned it down. I said no, because it's way too much. So I turned down the transportation committee. I tried. Yeah, I was the ball. I at one point. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to be on that committee, and so I turned it down because I wasn't sure what I want to do myself. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that I wasn't going to stay a Democrat forever, so I had to change over to. I changed over to Republican because I thought I thought maybe with the Republican Party things are going to change, and it's been successful. It's been and being a Republican, it's been successful so far. You know what I'm saying? So we had successful things. We've been successful so far. So more than I can say when I was a Democrat back then. So hey, so it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Republican now, and I'm going to stay a Republican, and I'm going to fight for fight for values. I'm going to fight for children, and so that way they can have a good, a good childhood when they grow up. So I'm going to fight for them too as well. Okay, not only me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not only fighting for myself. I'm fighting for my family. I'm fighting for my grandkids. Okay, so that way these kids can have how they say it, so they can have a good childhood as they grow up. So, you know what I'm saying? When they grow up. And then they can have good jobs, too as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know, Holyoke Police Chief David announced the retirement of reflecting of a 31-year service. Good. Oh, hey. Reflecting 31 years of service in Holyoke, Police Chief Pat Bid review. Not bad. Good. Interim Captain Cruz aim. Proposal of the department forward. Great. But I just want to understand that, I just want everyone to understand, okay, that we, need, okay, the reason why I became a Republican is because I want my grandchildren, okay, and and today's kids that are growing up, okay, and to have a good childhood, okay, when you're putting America first, America last, okay, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the schools, in the school system. You can't, your kids cannot have a good childhood. You know what I'm saying? They have to have a good childhood. I feel bad for them, okay? I feel bad for them because they need a good childhood, okay? My grandkids, I'm going to make sure that they have a good childhood as growing up too, okay? Because they're in the school system, okay? And and I want to make sure that the teachers are treating them right, okay? Teaching them the math, the math that they need to be taught, okay? And not just push them over into the classroom. You know what I'm saying? Any classroom, like it happened to me, okay? When I was in school, the teacher says, okay, 2 years is up, you're going to another classroom. Okay, I'm like, okay, so I know, okay, so in 2 years I know what I know, so you just push me to another classroom. I don't want that to happen to my grandkids, okay? I want the teachers to keep them in a classroom as long as possible to make sure that they know their math, their division, their timetables, and they know and they know how to read. Okay, so this is what I'm fighting for. Okay, even the school system, okay, pushes kids out of the classroom into another classroom up to 11th grade, and by the time they graduate out of school, they just forgot everything that they learned when they were in Durfee and when they were in high school. And now they're in college. It's like, okay, so I just learned something there, and now I forgot what I learned there, so now I got to start all over again. So kids are going to be in class, okay, for a very long time before they can get pushed over to another classroom, okay? So they get transferred. Teachers have the intensity to push kids out of the classroom because they don't want to deal with them. Even with the handicap, they don't want to deal with them. Okay, something, and that's a shame. Okay, even children with autism or autism, they don't want to deal with them. They want to just push them out of the classroom and say, okay, well, your 2 years is up, you can go over there. You think that's right? No, it's not. Okay, it's not right. Okay, so as long as I'm on this earth, okay, I will help every single child, okay, even ones with autism, okay. I make sure that they get the help that they need, okay, and get to graduate and go to college, okay. so that way they can remember what they did in school, okay, and that way they can remember what they did in school, okay. So it's not nice, okay, to push children that have cerebral palsy, okay, or autism out of the classrooms, okay, into another class. It's not right, okay. It's not right at all, okay. And this is what the school system does, okay. They've been doing it. They did it to me. They did it to my sister. They did it to everyone. They did it to other people too. And this is why people are not learning the stuff that they need to learn, because what they're doing, they're pushing these kids out of the classrooms and into another class. Okay? That's what they're doing. And it's not right. It's not right at all. And the school department should know about this. And they also should be, and the parents, they should step up and say, hey, look it, my kid's autistic. Why are you pushing my kid out of the classroom when, and pushing him in a class? I thought it was supposed to be every 3 years or every 4 years, before my kid goes to another class. Okay? So why are they actually doing it? You know what I'm saying? Why? They shouldn't even be doing that. They should be, teaching the kids. That's because some teachers, okay, when they get hired, they don't want to deal with the disabled. They don't want to deal with children that has autism. Okay, not the school system. Okay, the school system don't want to do that. The public schools, they don't want to do that. Okay, and this is the big problem in our school system today. Okay, big huge problem today in our school system. And so it needs to change. That's what we got to do. All right, it needs to change. Okay, we need to have our kids, our disabled children, disabled and kids with autism and cerebral palsy, stay in the classroom a little longer before they get transferred either to another school or to another class. Okay, and this is a message to all the politicians and school committee, and this is a message to Maura Healey too. Okay, this is a message to her. Okay, you people need to learn something. Okay, you people need to learn reality. Okay, and you need to have a reality check. Okay, because you people don't understand about anything about children children are disabled, children with autism. You people don't have any regulation or any knowledge of what to do when you have an autistic kid in your classroom. Okay, this is why we have professionals that go and visit them in the classroom all the time. Okay, because you push them out of the classroom and you don't care about teaching them. Okay, you don't care about the disabled people. The school department doesn't. Okay, they think they do, but they don't. Okay, and that's my feelings today. Okay, and this is why kids today, they don't learn. What's 2 plus 2? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, didn't you learn anything in school? It's like, and I get it. Okay, and I get, and this, and even today, a lot of these kids from Durfee High School, okay, so I know some of them don't want to go to school. I get that. Okay, some of them don't want to go to school, but I encourage all the parents to put their kids in private schools if you can afford them. Okay, private schools, because something, a private school will teach your kid a lot better than the public schools. Okay, so I mean, that's my point that I'm trying to get. Okay, and when I used to go, when I used to go to Durfee, okay, yeah, I got pushed out of the classroom 2 years prior to the time when I first got there into the classroom. Okay, I got pushed out 2 years after. Okay, and I'm like, okay, why am I getting pushed out of the classroom and going to the teacher, it's like, oh, well, because it's your time now, I'm saying, to go to another classroom. And then same thing with the science class, the reading classes, and everything else and stuff. I'm like, and then, I mean, it's ridiculous, okay? It is. It's ridiculous. It's sad, okay? for the stuff that they actually do. It is. So today is not my regular show day, but you know what? I felt like coming on, telling you about what happened with the homeless, and talk to you guys about this, okay, as well. You know, and what more Healy's doing, taking care of the immigrants before they, before they, uh, before our people. It's sad. It is. It's horrible, and I'm gonna point out that it's gonna get worse before it gets better. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and 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 yeah. So, but it is. It's sad. It is, and and for it being sad like this, it's horrible. Okay, it's horrible. Okay, and a message to all the politicians out there. Yeah. Well, yeah, we should bring back Charlie Baker. I mean, we should have never got rid of Charlie Baker. We should have kept him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we ought to bring him back. You know what I'm saying? But it's horrible. Okay, at least Charlie Baker, cared about the children. Okay. Well, I mean, I encourage all the parents to send their kids to private schools because they would actually learn better than they would do in the public schools. So, I mean, that's my feelings today. You know what I'm saying? They would actually learn, they would actually learn more. I know a few parents that have their kids in private schools. You know something? When they pay money out of their pocket, okay, and they work for it, they pay out of their pocket. You know what I'm saying? You know, they should be. They honestly, the, but the, but the, they should better situations. Okay, better. They better situations for those children. Okay, especially kids with autism, especially kids with cerebral palsy, kids with a disability. Okay, sometimes a lot of them they cannot cup a hand. Okay, better than a regular person can. You know what I'm saying? And they got to. I mean, the school department, they have to do better. Okay, and with the school committee involved with all of this, okay, and the school committee making cuts on everything. No, that's wrong. Okay, school committees making cuts on things that shouldn't even be cut. Okay, because what, to satisfy their pockets as well. Okay, well, don't forget you have Mayor Paul Coogan on the school committee, and half of his family's on the school committee. So you probably know where the money's going. Okay, hey, you know what? Here, I'll give you half of this, and I'll give you half of that if you do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? That's how that works. It does. I mean, I know it. I've been around politics ever since I was a kid growing up. Ever since I was young, man. I've been around politics. Okay? Even though I didn't win a city council seat, I've been around it. Okay? I've been at school committee meetings and everything. I have. Uh, yeah, well, what is the school committee cutting the budget goes up every year? Yeah, well, I mean, every time they cut, it does go up. You're right, Scott. I agree with you. It does. It goes up. Every time they cut, goes up and up and up and up and up and up all the time. But I never see it go down, 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 down. Okay? If I ever saw it go down, 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 there's a reason why for it it's going down, down, down. Because you want to know why? Because it's going in somebody's pocket. That's where it's going. Okay? That's where it's going, in somebody's pocket. And Scott, you and I all know, okay, that you know where it's all going, in somebody's pocket. Okay? Look, we remember the problem with the I'm trying to think of her name now. She was a school superintendent at one point. what is her name? I forgot her name. And we had so many problems with this woman, and it wasn't no joke, man. I think she either got fired or she got thrown out. Meg Brown, that's who it is. Meg Brown, yes, Meg Brown, right on the nose. Meg Brown, yes. She's not a superintendent no more because of all the nasty things that she's done in the school system and the school department. Even when she was on the school committee and everything, when she was always called on the school committee. I mean, these people. Oh well, we have to make cuts here. We have to make cuts there. That's not right to make cuts on children with cerebral palsy and children with autism and everything else and stuff. That's not right for them to make. She left for a job in another town that paid more money. Oh, geez, Dan, they must be having hell with her over there. More money? Why are they paying her more money? I mean, she did a shitty job over here in the school system over here. So why are they paying her more money for? Oh my God, crazy. Scott, man. Yeah, they're nuts. Why are they paying her more money in another job when she's when she didn't do a good of a job over here in the school system over here? Okay, I mean, look at Durfee. They didn't have to build a new Durfee. They could have fixed the old one up. They could have painted it, fixed it up. It was only water. That's all it was. Water coming through the ceilings. I mean, you can't put up sheetrock. You can't buy sheetrock. So spend $200 million. What is it? $100 million or something on a new school. And right now, for what I understand about the new Durfee High School, guess what's going to happen with that? That is already getting wrecked. They're already breaking stuff in the bathrooms over there already. And the Diamond School over there, that's a waste of money too. That Diamond could have fixed up the old Diamond, okay, instead of wasting money, because Diamond is a funded school, okay? The Diamond is a funded school, okay? They didn't have to, the school department did not have to get involved with that. That was a funded school. That school gets funded all the time when things break down and they need to be fixed. Diamond did not need a new school. Okay, yeah. So that was a waste of taxpayers' money right there to itself. Yeah. So I mean, tell us, do you think that the taxpayers should be mad because they're digging every single penny out of our pockets when we're giving all the time whenever they need it to support them? Yeah. Yeah, it's so unbelievable, man. It is. I mean, but my opinion, I think Mayor Paul Coogan should just resign and drop out. Because drop out, just resign. He needs to resign. Threatening the homeless. The homeless person came up to me itself, and I knew who the person was that came up to me and told me about it. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan went down there and threatened the homeless. Okay. So why is he going around threatening people for? Why? You know what I'm saying? He's the mayor of the city of Fall River. He's not supposed to be doing that. Okay? He's not. Like I said, he should be investigated. I hope the FBI comes down on him, investigates his office and all the paperwork and everything, and want to know where all this money's going. Where all this money's going. Okay? He's a crook. That's what he is. He's a crook. Okay? A thief. And then, something? And I've heard a lot about him at Durfee. I heard a lot about him at Durfee High School when he was the principal over there. Okay? None of the kids liked him. Okay? Nobody did. Nobody liked. And something? A lot of the students over there was glad that he retired because he was no good as a principal. Okay? My stepdaughter used to go to Durfee High School. Nobody liked him. And when I asked him, can you find my, I need my paperwork so I can go back to school. Something, he said, he calls me up on the phone, he said, Dave, he says, I can't find it. Because you wasn't even looking hard enough to find the paperwork that I needed so I can go back to school. The transcripts. Okay? The transcripts. All right, he couldn't even find my. They lost my transcripts and all. Durfee High School. They did. Wow, awesome. You don't even. He doesn't even come out and talk to the residents and say, hey, do you have any other issues or what can we do and this and that? Mayor Paul Coogan don't talk to the residents. He doesn't. He doesn't do it like Will Flanagan did. Will Flanagan walked street by street, block by block, and talked to every single resident on the street corner. Okay, on the street corner. He even paid for pizza. Because know why? Because we helped him clean, the streets and everything. Sweep the streets down, made it nice and clean, and he bought pizza for us. Okay, and he talked to us, and he talked to us. Okay, and he even wrote some things down. Okay, what issues you have that we can resolve them and talk about the issues and stuff like that. What do you think the city needs? What I'm saying? We count on one time when Mayor Will Flanagan was mayor. We wanted the casino here in Fall River, and then we went down there to talk to the city council about it, and then Linda Pereira put some little girl on the map and said, and the little girl's looking at the map and didn't even know anything about the map, okay, anything. The girl wasn't even, the girl didn't even know what she was even saying, and no, we don't want a casino over here. But now Tiverton's got a casino, and now Tiverton's making all the money over there in Tiverton and stuff. So that's where the money's going in Tiverton. Even though it's on the Fall River and Tiverton line, okay? Yeah. So that could have been jobs over here in Massachusetts if we would have had, if we would have had, a casino over here. So, next Friday, I gotta check my schedule. Let's see, I gotta check my schedule now, and because the following Wednesday I'm gonna be working, and I'm gonna have to switch that one day. Let's see here. Alright. Alright. It's on this one. Yeah, it's this one. Hold on one second. Yeah, what happened to all the money from the marijuana shops? Okay, what happened to all that? Yeah, what happened to that? I'd like to know. Up in smoke, yeah. You know where that went in? That went right into the politicians' pockets. All that marijuana money and everything. Okay? Yes, I am working Wednesday, so I'm gonna have to do it Thursday, the following week. So I am, and it's just for that one. It's just for that one day. So I won't be. I'll be on Thursday instead of Wednesday. So yeah. So that's exactly what I'll be doing. So, but I'll let you know either way. So I'll let you know either way on what's going on. So yeah, but I mean yeah, but what happened though? You know what I'm saying? But what happened to all the marijuana money? Okay, what happened to all this marijuana money that was supposed to be that you know, like Scott Donnelly said, up in smoke. You know what I'm saying? So all that marijuana money that all these marijuana places are getting. So what happened to it? Okay, what happened to all the money? Okay, what happened to all that revenue that they were supposed to bring in? So somebody's pocketing that money. Somebody's got to be pocketing that money. Okay, somebody's got to be, because I never heard anything about the revenue anymore. Okay, so where is all that money? Okay, well, I mean, again, I mean, they should investigate. The FBI should get involved, and the state should get involved and investigate and see where all that money went, all that marijuana money. Okay, that's not right either. I just thought about it because somebody brought that up to me. Yeah, they said to me, they goes, wow. They said, Dave, what happened to all that revenue, all that marijuana money that these marijuana dispensaries are making? I said, I don't know. I said, they must be going in their pocket. Could be true. Could be true. Yeah, they're doing great. The marijuana the marijuana dispensaries, they're doing good. Okay, so where is all that revenue going? That money, I like to know. Now, that's a good question. That is a question that I would never thought about asking, but when somebody, because it just reminded me, because somebody did bring it up to me, and they want to know, where this is a long show. I'm sorry. And they want to know where all that money is going. They want to know. You know what I'm saying? So, hey. But you know something, though? I like to know where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Because that is revenue right there that could be put in the city for our streets and for the homeless people, too, as well. Yeah, that could be. Unless Mayor Paul Coogan's putting it in his pocket, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? There's all that pot money going, okay? Yeah. Well, you know what? They're not going to tell you where it's going. But you know something? There's always a big mouth out there that will tell us where that money's going. See? I shut this mouth right here. There's always somebody that will tell us where that money's going. All right, everybody. It's 9:06. I went over my time, 9:06 p.m. I went over my time. I have to, shut this down. And so thank you, Scott, for watching. Thank you, James, for watching. Thank you for all the kind comments that you guys put up there and your opinions, and I love it. So I love everybody's opinions. And Scott, I love that up in smoke stuff, man. Reminds me of Chicken John. You remember Chicken John used to smoke marijuana? Yeah, in the car. Hey man, yeah, I'm stoned. So Cheech and Chong, yeah, up in smoke. You remember all the smoke coming out of the car and everything, right? Oh, hey man, hey man, how come the car is smoking? Well, hey, car has to smoke too to get high. So yeah, the Cheech and Chong, I remember that. Hey man, we're smoking dog shit. So anyways, take care everybody. Have a great night. Have a good weekend. This was a good show. I love it. I love good shows. And take care. You guys crack me up. Especially Cheech and Chong, up in smoke. Hey man, give me some. You're supposed to share that, man. Hey, maybe Mayor Paul Coogan can get high too. You never know. Hey, maybe Joe can get high too. With Mayor Paul Coogan. Hey man. Yeah, so, well, People should start checking into that. What do you call it? That revenue where all that marijuana. So take care, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Thank you all for all the kind words. Thank you for all your opinions. I love all those opinions, man. Wonderful. Take care. And let's get rid of Mayor Paul Coogan, and let's get rid of Governor. Let's get rid of Governor Healy too. She needs to resign too. I think she needs to retire. Now looking out for the people over here. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you. It was a good show.